Today we're doing a Clan Boss account takeover for a good friend of mine, and we're going from this to this. Stick around. Hey everybody, my name is BearCozy, and if it's your first time to the channel, I strive to make not only entertaining but also educational videos. I like to make account progress videos, and I also enjoy doing account takeovers for some friends of mine. And today we are doing a banker account takeover, and we're going from the old, I will put that up on the screen, we're going from 360 something thousand damage to the new and improved version, and we're gonna get into that in a second. So what I want to show you in this video is how I improved my buddy's damage. We are going to more than double it. I just made a video about it yesterday, and unfortunately it was not recording. So since it's recording today, I went through all of the things, I explained everything, I showed off all of the gear, I showed off everything that I did, and I talked about why I did it. And the camera was not rolling, so I'm still fairly disappointed. And so since today the camera is rolling, I am double and triple checking it. What I want to do is I want to go through and show you exactly what I did and why I did it. Now, the previous Clan Boss damage was 369,000, somewhere right around there. The old team was Crixus, Jacob, then we had Crazed Urzag, and there was one more, I believe it was Marion Shadowblood. Now, the new team is going to be slightly different. For my teams that I use in Banker, my preference is Jacob is very, very good in the Banker because of his ultimate. Now, his ultimate puts him in a state of madness, which allows him to take multiple turns. And if you don't know, the Banker is all about controlling his rage, because keeping his rage down is the name of the game, because if his rage meter turns all the way to full, he wipes your whole team. So the idea here is to do as much damage and to control the turn meter. Now, the old Jacob was level 50, and here was his gear. He was in a terror set and a curse set, which is good. The curse set is good. Terror set, not so much. He was level 50 with one level 4 missing glyph, and we went ahead and filled that out. I recorded it all, or at least I thought it was recording. However, since then, what we're doing is I went through and I upgraded his glyphs a couple of times. I upgraded the 2 speed glyphs. I went a little bit out of my way since he is my friend. I got him 2 speed glyphs, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab this, the crit rate, and then this one's going to be the attack. And the reason for the first upgrade is if we go back and look at the gear, he was in speed boots because he was really slow. Now, without the speed boots, he was really, really slow. Now, this is adding the 20 extra speed that we just got. And before, he was around 145, somewhere around there. And this was his gear. By the way, I showed off in yesterday's video, I guess it was part 1, since I did not record. The previous Clan Boss team, Jacob was at level 50, and he was at 52.5% crit rate. What I did is I went ahead and upgraded his gear. I made a custom setting for Jacob, and now what we did, this is the current build, and this is the new and improved build. Attack goes up, crit rate almost doubles, which is very, very good. And if you also notice, I got him out of the Terra set, and I got him into a Warrior set, and I also got him into Warrior set attack boots. They are 5-star. They are only level 12. However, they are attack percentage. And between the boots and the necklace, that also gives us an extra 15% attack. So we are going to use there. So let's go ahead and swap this out. We're going to use this. This is going to be the new and improved stats on Jacob. Hopefully you could see them all. Crit rate is 95%. It is not 100. But we're going to get there, and this is why I went scroll farming. So with this new scroll, we are going to be at 100% crit rate, and then this is going to give us a 2% more attack. And right now, these are the new and improved stats. Speed is 132. He went down quite a bit because he's out of speed boots. However, he was around a 145 with speed boots without the glyphs, and his attack was, I think, right around 3,000 or just under, so something around there. So right now we are almost closing in on 4,000 attack. 100% crit rate. Crit damage is a little low, but 100% crit rate is fantastic. So here was the old team. We had Crixus, we had Jacob, we had Crazed Urzag, and we had Marion Shadowblood. What I am going to do is I am going to tweak it slightly. I am going to leave Marion Shadowblood since she is ascended all the way. Let me show you her stats. These are all her stats. She is very, very good. She's very fast, and I really like what he did. The attack is a little bit low, but we can work on improving that because the gear selection is very limited. The other thing that I am going to leave is Crixus. Crixus is very, very good because of his ultimate. He does apply speed down, and he also has a chance to launch Shattering Blow with the speed difference between him and the banker. And since he is very, very fast and he applies speed down, as you can see, he's at 227. He is in speed boots. I would like to see him out of speed boots, maybe somewhere closer to 180, 185, somewhere around there. But that's going to take some time, and our gear is limited. But since he is very fast and he applies speed down, that's going to help the rest of the team as well as himself. And then what we are going to do is we are going to throw in William, because if you look at William, William is ascended. His aura provides plus 60% team-wide basic ability damage. So everybody in the team with their basic abilities will do a whole lot more damage. And William's going to be the key to this combination. So here we are in the banker, and this was the old team. I will throw that up on the screen. And now we are going to go in with the new team. So here's what we're going to do. Let's do 2 runs if we have time. I don't know if we have time, but here is the new team. William, Jacob, Marion Shadowblood, and Crixus. Nobody has any ascensions. Nobody has anything. I did not touch William. I did not touch Marion Shadowblood, and I didn't improve Crixus. The only thing I did was I swapped gear for Jacob. I leveled him from 50 to 60, and I got him a few glyphs to try and push out a little more damage. And of course, his crit rate doubled. So no longer will he be at 50%, crit rate 52. And we are going to go in like this. Going in to the banker, here's what we're going to do. Now, Crixus is very good. He is going first. And the first thing I'm looking for is Jacob's buff, which is called Plot, which is right now on William. So since Crixus starts first, what we're going to do is we're going to go defense down. And then we're going to use his ultimate. Now, this will land speed down on the banker, which is going to help. Marion Shadowblood is going to join in. Crixus is going to join in as well. Now, this whole fight, I want you to notice something. I am only going to be using Marion's basic. That's the only thing I'm going to be using because that's all we need here, and she will do a lot more damage. Now, at this point, what I found to work for me is if I use counterattack really early, it works really well. However, the key here is to fill up Jacob's rage meter so he can use his ultimate. And unfortunately, since William has his buff, we are going to be using his basic, and we're going to get Jacob to join in to try and get an extra attack. And then he's going to get an extra attack on top of that. And then we're just going to use his basic. We are working on filling up his turn meter. And then and he gets another turn, which is awesome. He gets another turn. That is very, very good news. Next round, it should be completely full. The banker is going to attack William, and then we're back to Crixus. Now, where did the plot buff go? Since the plot buff went to Marion Shadowblood, I am going to use Crixus special. Let's go ahead and use that, do a bunch of damage, and then he's actually doing pretty good. And as Jacob starts to stack his debuff with the defense down on the boss, we're going to do a lot more damage. So this whole fight, what I am going to do is I am going to continue Marion Shadowblood's using her basic. And since she has Jacob's attack, we are going to use her basic, and we're going to try to get Jacob all the way to full rage. So now, since William's counterattack is available, we are going to use that. We're going to buff everybody. We are going to click on Jacob because that is going to give him extra defense. If you look at him, whoever you target with the counterattack from William, that hero will get an extra defense buff. So that is going to work out really nice. And we are just going to use his basic to try and go ahead and get the rage. Ooh, actually, you know what? Since we had a turn meter all the way up, since we get an extra turn with Jacob and his rage meter is full, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use his ultimate early. And that's going to help us a lot because now we are one turn earlier. And then when he takes his counterattack, his rage meter should continue filling. At this point, you could either manual or you can auto. I'm going to auto because it's a lot easier for me, and it's a lot more fun to watch him take a million turns, which is awesome. So this is really, really good. Typically, in my own team, Jacob doesn't use his ultimate until turn 3, round 3. But right now, he used it on round 2, which is awesome, which means we have good synergy. We are 1 round ahead, which is great. And if you can tell, the banker's rage actually went down quite a bit. So this is the name of the game. Here we go. Now they're going to do all their counterattacks. Jacob's rage should go up again, which means we can pop his ultimate a lot sooner than we planned on. Typically, my team uses it on 3, 6, and 9. Now, right now, we are doing pretty good. And we already used it on 2, which means we should be able to use it on 4, but we'll see how it goes, maybe 5. So, Marion Shadowblood's going to continue using her basic here. And as you can see, her damage is scaling. Jacob's buff is on William, so because it's on William, we are going to use the basic there. And then Marion Shadowblood joins in, and Jacob joins in. All 3 of them join in, and just like that, we got a bunch of extra attacks. And this is the key to winning this fight, to getting as much damage as we can. Jacob is now taking multiple turns, which is very, very good. Going into round 5, the only thing we have available is the basic from Crixus, and the buff is on there, which is really good. So we're going to continue using that, and we'll see how it goes. Marion Shadowblood is going to continue using her basic through this whole fight. There is no need to do anything else, and that is because William's trait allows them to do 60% more damage with their basic attacks. So we are focusing on her basic attack. At this point, what we're going to do, we're going to continue using basics. We're going to save the heal, and I'll talk about that in 1 second. And actually, what's really nice here is Jacob's ready for his ultimate again. So we use it on turn 2. Round 2, and we're going to use it on round 5. I'm going to go ahead and click auto. We're going to get that done. And right now, we are almost over the previous damage that he had. I believe we're just over the previous damage, which was the clan boss, the highest damage that my buddy did. So, and we're climbing really nice. As you can see, the banker's rage is very low, which is really, really good. And I'm happy with that. That makes me very happy. Let's go ahead and use this last skill there. Marion Shadowblood joins in a bunch. Here we go. The banker's going to do his AoE, which is fine. Right now, the key here is to not get anybody's health under 50%. If their health goes under 50%, it ends up being really bad for our team. The best case scenario is the banker stuns one of your damage dealers. The worst case scenario, he goes berserk and wipes your whole team. Hey, you're still watching the video. That means you're enjoying the content. And if you're enjoying the content, that means somebody else will also. Click the subscribe button below and help this video reach more people so they can enjoy it as well. So here's what we're going to do. Crixus is up next. We're going to use defense down. That lands. Then we're going to use his ultimate for the speed down as well. That lands as well, which is very good. Marion Shadowblood joins in. Crixus gets crushing blow. It hits for 7 grand, which is awesome. Takes another turn, so he's getting like 3 turns this round. We're going to use a special here, do a bunch more damage. There's another 7 grand. Marion Shadowblood, wow. Marion Shadowblood did like 8,500 plus the true damage for about 1,100 or so. And Crixus attacked again, which is awesome. So now at this point, we are going to heal, but I'm not going to heal until it is William's turn. Because Gaia's Renewal, the way that Gaia's Renewal works, casting Gaia's Renewal with the hero with the most health is actually the most beneficial because the heals scale, in my experience, with hero's health. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Marion Shadowblood's basic attack. Jacob's going to join in, which is awesome. Then we're going to cast the heal. It's a little bit early, but I don't want anybody to go down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the counterattack, and we're going to watch them. Here we go, Jacob's turn. And then we're going to watch them do their damage on the banker. And as you can tell, at this point, the banker has been attacking William the whole time. And that tells me that William has the highest HP because the banker actually counterattacks the hero with the highest HP. So if you are using William, keep that in mind. And if William is getting counterattacked, it is a really good idea to put him in a revival set to keep his health high. Now, let's go ahead and use Crixus there. The counterattack is going to stay, which is okay. And then right now, what we need to actually do, we actually need to probably pop Jacob's ultimate if it's available, because I don't know if we have one more turn. Now, in the last run that I did, we got over 630k, which was great. I don't know if we're going to get there this time. Sometimes RNG is RNG. I don't know if we have enough. Let's see where his rage is. He might actually get to full. I think he is getting to, there it goes. It's at 63. Unfortunately, this might be it. We can try and do one more run, see if we can hit 650. Yeah, and this might be it because he is going to hit 100. If he did not, all the counterattacks would actually take him down. And actually, we might actually buy one more turn with the counterattacks. Last time I tried this, the counterattacks did not pop, and it was actually pretty bad. So let's go ahead and we are right there. This is it. This is the last turn for us. because as soon as the banker fills his rage meter, it's all over. However, this is actually pretty good. Crixus has taken a couple of different turns there, which is good. I would prefer Jacob to do it, but that is A-okay. Look at the amount of turns that he's taken. He's doing a lot of damage, which is awesome. The counterattacks definitely saved us. And of course, Williams' basic launches a joint attack with a random ally, so that helps a lot to not only get more damage in, but it also activates a straight. And as you can see, this is really good. Let's go ahead and use the ultimate from Jacob since we are about to lose. You can see that the banker is actually enraged. This is almost over, but let's see if we can hit 800k, maybe 750, 770. Let's put this on auto, and let's go through all of Jacob's turns. This is working out really, really well. We are only on round 7. We're not doing a ton of damage. What I can do is I can throw up all of their stats the best I can. This is my buddy's account. I'll take some screenshots. But right now, as you can tell, we are closing in on 900k, which is amazing. We are almost at level 25. So I feel like at level 25... Team B opens up and we can actually add a secondary team, which will allow us to do another 300 or 400k damage. And I feel like we are almost there. We are right there. We got a new record, almost 900k. We need another 40,000 and that would have been it. So that is a difference between just tweaking somebody's gear, getting a little bit more attack and a little bit more crit damage. Let me go ahead and save this before. I want to screenshot this before I forget. And, oh, I wanted to look at all of their damage, and I actually missed it. I apologize. But that is the difference. The extra 40k is the difference between putting somebody in speed boots. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and I want to talk about this. So if you are struggling, if you are on the hairy edge, here's what's going to make the biggest difference. Attack percentage boots are going to make a huge difference. As you can see, these are 5-star, only level 12. I personally don't like to level anything to 15 unless it's a 6-star and the substats roll well. However, if we look at his gear, there is not a lot of choices. So here's what we're going to do. If we look at attack boots, as you can see, nothing is rolled, right? If we unequip, this is really it. I can probably steal Nathalia's gear. However, I don't know if that's going to improve us much. We're gaining 23 attack and we're already crit rate capped. And it actually slows us down. So there's really not a whole lot of choices there for gear, so we are using what we can, right? So the first thing to improve Clan Boss to get that, squeeze out that little extra is dropping somebody from speed boots. If we go ahead and look at everybody is in speed boots, and I would like to see them in attack percentage boots. That is going to be amazing. So this is going to be number 1, right? Taking them out of speed boots and putting them in attack percentage boots, and that'll come in time. The second thing is selecting attack percentage necklaces. That is going to help out a lot. Now, if you are already using attack percentage necklaces, the biggest thing that's going to affect your account is getting your heroes out of crit rate rings and into crit damage rings. That is going to be a huge upgrade for you. However, you need to make sure that your substats equal 100% crit rate. So if you are taking somebody out of crit rate rings into a crit damage ring, you need to make sure that the substats have crit rate on them. Now, Nathalia is wearing this one. I didn't want to take hers, but maybe we can at some point. As you can see, we gain a lot more crit damage, but we lose a lot of crit rate. So going forward, what we might have to do is we might have to select an attack percentage necklace with crit rate, and we might have to see if there is a way for us to be able to get him all the way to 100% crit rate. Now this is Crixus. I don't want to mess him up. The camera is in front, so it is blocking the hero a little bit. But if we go ahead and swap to Jacob, what I would like to do is, since Jacob is MVP, I would like to see if we can get him out of what he's got. And of course, he's wearing the best right now, which is unfortunate. I don't want to mess with Zatlux, but those are the things that are going to make the biggest differences. Number 1, getting your heroes out of speed boots into attack percentage boots. Number 2 is your crit rate ring to crit damage ring. That is going to make the biggest difference. And then, of course, then you're going into your necklaces, attack percentage necklace, hopefully with crit rate and crit damage, because you are going to need extra crit rate substats if you are using a main stat crit damage ring. And then the last but not least is actually making sure they are in curse sets and a warrior set if possible. So I hope this helps. I've went over all of their gear. I went over all of their stats. What I can do is put up all of their stats on the screen during the editing of this video. I showed them off. Now, the last thing that I want to mention is everybody has all their glyphs except for Jacob. And he does need a few more glyphs to fill this out. Getting this Wild Blood is going to help him a lot. Of course, the extra attack is going to help. And that will push him over 4K attack. And that is going to be amazing. So we went from 3,000 attack to 4,000 attack. And we actually increased his crit rate from 52% to over 100. So that is going to do it for me. This video is getting a little bit longer. I am going to cut it down a little bit to save time. I hope this video was helpful. I trust that it was. I tried to go over everything and give you all of my thoughts. And as you can see, we went from 360,000 damage to 893. And I feel like once we level up the boots to 15, once we finish all the glyphs, and once we get one of our other heroes into attack percentage boots, maybe both our other heroes, Crixus and Marion Shadowblood, get him into attack percentage boots, both of them, that should help us push 1 mil, and we are right on the hairy edge of level 25. As soon as we hit level 25, Team B is going to open, and then you can actually use leftovers for Team B to get another 300,000-400,000 damage, and then you're at 1.4k, 1.5k damage. That is how you do it. And I can show you my team. I am BearCozy. This is my team. This is my A team. This is my B team. Of the leftovers, I got Antonua, Garel, Zatlux, and Erendil. And if I look at the account that I'm on, all of those heroes are on here. So as soon as we open up Team B, we can go ahead and use them. Here is Garel. We, of course, also have Crazed Urzag, which is okay. We have Zatlux, and since Zatlux has pretty good gear, we can use him. We can also use Nathalia. They're not the best for the banker, but they will work. I believe Erendil is really, really good. I like him. He does a lot of joint attacks, and he's very, very good. I really enjoy Erendil. And then Antonua is here. So there's lots of heroes to pick from, lots of things to do. And we do have options. We just need to unlock it. And I feel like we are right there. So we might have to go through some of these characters in another video and see if we can pull. There you go. Primary example of what not to do. Defense boots on an attack hero. So we might have to go through some of these heroes and see what gear we can steal off of whom to see if we can improve. This is a nice ring. I like this. This is a really good example of a really well-rolled crit ring. So this is something that I would look for. This is something that I would level. And this is something I would take to 12 and see if it rolls good. And then hopefully we get another roll on crit rate. That would be an amazing roll. And we get speed, which is fantastic. So this is what you want to look for on your substats. I can make another video talking all about substats, which gear to look for, what to look for in main stats, what to look for in substats as well. In fact, I've actually made a video, so I will link it in the description below, and I can make a new, fresh video very, very soon. So I hope this was very helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video. We almost tripled his damage, not quite. We almost tripled his damage with a few small tweaks, and as you noticed, I didn't change very much gear. So do me a huge favor. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button down below. Also, smash that like button. That will help me to not only grow my channel, but also get into the content creator program so I can get a little bit more resources and I can continue making videos and I can do hero showcases because right now I'm really struggling for resources. So do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below to help me get into the content creator program. Also, leave me a comment down below. I read all of your comments. Let me know where you are and where you are struggling. And if you've unlocked the Team B to help you get over that 1 mil and into the 1.4, 1.5. That's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I'll see you in the next video.